downtown Houston, Texas. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. First game of this trip here for the Hornets. They're hoping to start it off with a W.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
So the Rockets win the tip. You know, right around, Chris, this time of year, often top contenders begin to separate themselves from the rest of the teams.
Yeah, now is when guys start feeling comfortable. They're getting into their groove, Kevin. This is when they're getting their mojo back, and they're in their roles, and they got their time. And now you just have to let the ability show through. And how do you do that? By realizing that your muscle memory, realizing that you practice, realizing that you put in the hours, trusting that, and now going out and just being yourself and embracing the moment.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. We've got Brown. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 4 slot. And here are the Hornets now, following the score by Houston. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Nick Young. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw good from Brown. No good on the second free throw. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Left side, Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Charlotte, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And Brown drops them both. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
The 3 from Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the 1 miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Clint Capella, born in Switzerland, his mother immigrating from the Congo. Growing up poor, Clint lived in a welfare orphanage from age 6 up to 13. I mean, those were tough times, but he said it helped prepare him for where he is now.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Brown. Harden outside. The kick out to Young. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Passes it to Lamb. And here is Brown, guarded by Harden. And it's Brown missing.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Paul outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
Well, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
And Fareed sends it back.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop. The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Paul. Harden's got 5.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made him pay for a lackluster effort.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jefferson's checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Fareed. Matthews, he's checked in for Young. And it's Reggie Bullock in for James Harden. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Henson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Tyler Cavanaugh comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Monk's checked in for Lamb. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Kemba Walker. Here's Jefferson after the made shot from Brown. It's hauled in by Brown. That one good for two.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni. They did get a win in the last game against this team, but he told me we're facing a dynamite offense. We were lucky to get a win the last time. We need to have discipline and detail tonight and try to minimize mistakes. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Brown. Here's Cavanaugh. Jefferson with some nice D.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Now the pass to Tucker. Kicks it out to Paul.
And the defense from Parker really helps change the direction of the shot, using his speedy hands there incredibly well.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Rockets lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
P.J. Tucker is out there with Matthews. Then there's E'Twaun Moore. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Some changes for Charlotte. Biyombo checks in for Tyler Cavanaugh. And it's Bridges in for Brown. See, we have a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did Coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with a step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they could throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Who's on my team in the corner? What shooters in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world. And even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And then as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Harden inside the three-point line. The Rockets with another miss.
His struggles this quarter continue. D's done a good job.
Over in the corner, Lamb. Hernan Gomez kicks to Walker. Lamb passes to Brown. They get it again. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. And it's now only a 1-point Houston lead.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
To the inside. It's tipped. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Capella's got his second basket.
And it's clear why Capella shoots at such a high percentage. I mean, because he picks good shots to take inside.
Brown, good.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Paul finds Harden. Back to Paul. Down low. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And the dunk by Fareed.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Walker dishes to Brown. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Oh, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
And here's Harden. 7 points in the game. With 1 on the clock, it's stolen by Brown. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Rockets ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Down out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. There's Jeremy Lamb, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the center position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the kid in his last game against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He scored 40 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of 3-pointers. Nobody could stop him. He completely took over the game. The same thing he'll be looking to do here tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Al Jefferson's checked in for Kenneth Fareed, and it's Matthews in for Young. Charlotte also making some changes. Henson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Monk comes in for Jeremy Lamb, and Parker's subbed in for Walker. Here's Brown. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Over in the corner, Matthews. In the corner, Harden. Houston keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. It's deflected.
Now, the length of Kidd-Gilchrist, that's what allows him to catch up with these shots. A sensational shot blocker from behind.
And it's Brown missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years. Like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway. It's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
And, Chris, you look at Harden's step back, there's a real different rhythm to it, isn't there?
I mean, he covers a lot of ground with that gather step. I mean, some fans even wonder if it's a travel. But I guess it's legal. Tremendous footwork crafted over countless reps in the gym.
Tyler Cavanaugh, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Each one more, he's checked in for James Harden. Kavanaugh, the pass to Parker. Monk. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Monk's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you got to love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Pass to Paul. Second chance shot. A shot, no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Brown wide open. He fires. Again, the Hornets score.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seen disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Jefferson kicks to Matthews. And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Moore. Paul outside to the wing on the left. Lock at 6. A nice shot by Tucker.
I like how Paul is always looking to dish the ball. I mean, he has a pass-first mentality.
Charlotte leading by 3. Monk, the pass to Brown. Rockets with the rebound.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
The open shot, Paul, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Oh, the quick trigger on Paul is what I like to see. Don't put it on the deck. Just catch, shoot, and bring it up.
Matthews against Brown. Over Matthews. And it's Brown missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Houston. They trail by 1. 1:04 left to play in the third. And Tucker has it in the corner. A miss that time would have put him up.